Welcome to Pathfinders, a hiking podcast with Brian. I'm Brian Hudson, and today we're talking beginner hiking tips for women over 50. I'm thrilled to welcome my colleague Rachel Kirby to the show. We work together at Pathfinders, helping hikers build confidence and fitness. This conversation is practical and friendly, with an actionable step you can try this week. Let's start with how to begin safely and build momentum.
Thanks for the warm welcome. Starting where you are is empowering. If you have cardiac, metabolic, bone, or joint concerns, get a quick thumbs up from your healthcare provider. Then take a comfortable 20-minute walk on flat ground to set a baseline. Use the talk test and a 1-10 effort scale. Aim for a 4-6 where you can speak in sentences. Note how feet, knees, hips, breath, and energy feel the next day.
That framing is great. I like the talk test with perceived effort because it adapts to good and not so good days. In our Pathfinders onboarding, keeping early sessions at a steady 4-6 prevents the soar for 3 days trap. Let's map that into a starter plan. If someone has 6 weeks before a first local summit walk, how would you structure walking, hills, and strength so joints adapt? And how should they progress weekly without overdoing it?
A simple weekly template works. 2 brisk walks, 1 hill or stair session, 1 short strength session, and at least 1 full rest day. Keep distances modest for 2 weeks, then progress either distance or elevation by no more than 10% per week. Never both. Brisk conversational walks build aerobic base. The hill day could be 6-10 repeats of a 60-90 second climb with easy descents. Log time on feet, not just miles.
Time on feet is a helpful metric, especially when surfaces slow you down. I also like the bite-sized hill work. Short climbs teach cadence and foot placement without stressing knees. Let's dig into the strength and balance piece that supports bones and connective tissue. For someone easing in, what does a 10-minute routine look like to protect knees and ankles and build the core stability that makes packs feel lighter?
Here's a 10-minute circuit, 3 times per week. Sit to stands, step-ups to a low step, calf raises, hip hinges or light deadlifts with a backpack, rows with a band, front and side planks, and supported single-leg balance. Do controlled reps, keep knees tracking over toes, slow the lowering, and stop 1 rep before form fades. These moves reinforce hips and ankles, protect knees, and build the posture that makes packs feel lighter.
That's concise and scalable. The 1 rep in the tank cue prevents breakdown. Before a hike, many folks still stretch cold. Let's swap in a 5-minute dynamic warm-up and save long holds for later. Could you outline a quick pre-trail sequence to wake ankles, hips, and trunk, and a few gentle post-hike moves so stiffness doesn't linger, especially for calves, hamstrings, and hip flexors?
Pre-hike, spend 30-45 seconds each on ankle circles, forward and side leg swings, hip openers, and marching with arm swings. Finish with a few step-ups or gentle uphill strides. Post-hike, keep it light. Calf stretch against a rock, hamstring stretch with a soft knee, and a short hip flexor lunge, 20-30 seconds each, 2 rounds. Breathe through your nose. Keep intensity mellow.
Footwear is a big comfort multiplier. Feet often widen with age, so a roomier toe box can prevent numbness and bunion irritation, and the right cushioning or stability can calm knees. Walk us through fit basics. Try on late in the day, pair with wool socks or thin liners, break in with short walks, and that heel lock lacing trick to stop toe bang on descents. How should someone choose between stability and max cushion?
Shop in the afternoon when feet are slightly swollen, and test with your real hiking socks. Aim for a thumb's width in front of the longest toe and enough width to splay. Wool socks manage moisture. Add thin liners if you're blister-prone. Break in with short neighborhood walks. For stability, look for a firmer midsole and supportive heel cup. For cushion, a plusher midsole. Learn heel lock lacing to prevent sliding and protect nails downhill.
Trekking poles can be a game changer, trimming knee load on descents while adding balance. Adjustable models are worth it. On flats, set elbows around 90 degrees, then go shorter for uphill and longer for downhill. What rhythm should folks aim for, and how light should the plant feel? I see people jabbing too hard and slowing down instead of letting poles float and guide cadence.
Think light, rhythmic taps that match your stride. On flats, opposite arm and leg like walking. Uphill, shorten a notch and plant slightly behind your foot to drive hips forward. Downhill, lengthen a notch and place tips a touch ahead for braking without leaning back. Keep wrists neutral. Let straps carry some load and avoid stabbing. If you're leaving marks, you're pushing too hard.
Let's talk packs and comfort systems. Keeping total weight under 10 to 12% of body weight helps, especially while joints adapt. A women's fit pack with a hip belt is worth it. What do you recommend for the 10 essentials scaled to the outing, and what belongs in a simple bathroom kit? And layering. How can hikers manage hot flashes or cold sensitivity with a quick 3-layer approach?
You'd keep the 10 essentials light. Water and treatment, calorie-dense food, extra layer, rain shell, sun protection, first aid, knife or multi-tool, headlamp, fire source, and navigation. Phone with offline maps plus paper and compass. A bathroom kit, small trowel, TP or pea cloth, zip bag, hand sanitizer. Choose a women's fit pack. Load weight high. For layers, use a wicking base, light insulating mid, and wind or rain shell, plus UPF hat and sun gloves. Quick on-off manages temperature swings.
Hydration and fueling deserve their own discussion, especially with heat sensitivity or medications that change tolerance. I suggest steady sipping over chugging. What hourly target do you like? When should electrolytes come in? And what protein-forward snacks travel well? Then risk basics, realistic routes, leaving a plan, navigation, daylight math, and when to carry a whistle or satellite messenger. Finally, how to pick beginner-friendly trails and decide between solo and group outings.
Sip 0.5 times 0.7 liters per hour, increasing for heat, sun, or altitude. Add electrolytes on longer or hotter hikes. For protein-forward snacks, try nuts, jerky, cheese, yogurt tubes, nut butter packets for steady energy. Check medication labels for sun or heat effects. For your safety, choose realistic routes, leave a trip plan, carry offline maps plus paper and compass, track daylight, and pack a whistle. Bring a satellite messenger in remote areas. Start with firm surfaces, low gain, and loops or out and backs. Check recent trail reports and seasonal hazards. Finally, look for women-focused groups via local clubs or online communities.
2 areas that often decide comfort are bathroom strategy and pelvic floor care. Let's add weather and altitude awareness, foot care and recovery, confidence building, and smart budgeting. Could you give quick, practical guidance on planning hydration and restroom stops, discrete techniques and wag bag use, gentle pelvic floor work, recognizing heat illness and hypothermia, acclimating above 6,000 to 8,000 feet, foot tactics like pre-taping and toe socks, a recovery routine, small goal setting, borrowing or swapping gear, and leave no trace basics.
Plan hydration and regular stops. Mark restrooms and carry a lightweight skirt or long shirt. Practice at home. Use a pee rag. Where required, use wag bags. For pelvic floor care, pair diaphragmatic breathing with exhale contractions. Next, it's important to know overheating signs. Some of these signs include cramps, dizziness, and a headache. These signs mean it's time to cool down, seek shade, sip electrolytes. Also, be aware of hypothermia. Make sure to layer early and keep moving. When you are above 6,000, 8,000 feet, slow down, drink more, snack. Pick a lower target if symptoms persist. Trim nails, pre-tape hot spots. Consider toe socks. Air feet on brakes. After hiking, elevate legs, rehydrate, and stretch 5 minutes. Build confidence with goals. 3 miles and 300 feet. Then celebrate. Save money by borrowing, renting, or swapping. Prioritize footwear, pack, and poles. For a leave no trace plan. Stay on trail. Pack out all waste. Respect wildlife and other hikers, and always plan ahead.
That's a powerhouse checklist. The privacy skirt, diaphragmatic breathing, and early layering remove barriers. Let's land today's actionable tip. This week, do one 25-minute mini hike. Wear your day pack with 5 to 8 pounds, water and a jacket, walk a local route with one hill or stairs, and focus on light, quick steps. If you have trekking poles, bring them and notice knee comfort on the descent and how you feel the next day. That wraps up today's Pathfinders episode. We covered starting safely with a baseline walk and effort scale, a 6-week fitness plan, strength and balance, dynamic warm-ups, and post-hike mobility, footwear fit and heel lock, pole setup, smart day packs with the 10 essentials, and a bathroom kit, layering, hydration and fueling, safety and navigation, beginner-friendly trails and group tips, bathroom and pelvic floor strategies, weather and altitude awareness, foot care and recovery, mindset, and leave no trace. Truly practical steps to build confidence and joy on every trail. Thanks for listening, and until next time, happy trails.